Ladies and gentlemen, live in the studio right now, Jason, Lenny, myself, and Serial Lees. Let's welcome the man who he says he is who he is.
My guy.
Yes, he is who he is. Lyrical Joe. Charlie, after you butchered, people on timelines, man, Charlie.
Please.
Yeah, you just stamped exactly who you are, and I think you've just cemented it again and again and again. Who are you?
I'm that
Yeah, I'm on some bars.
Like he really came to like bars,
yeah.
We ain't in prison, but he's dropping bars, man. Wow. Spit that in there.
Charlie, how be, man? You wishing you speedy recovery as well. You know, I feeling much better.
Yeah, getting better.
Yeah, Charlie, when the work stress like that today, easy.
Not easy.
Was this as a result of the work put into the album?
Yeah, way before the album, you are working on it, shooting videos at the same time, and you know, preparing yourself, and then into the launch, and then after that you need to launch into promo. The pressure was too much.
When did you start working on this album?
Last year.
Yeah,
somewhere last year, because some of the features took time to come through. The recording process was very easy and smooth, but features take time to come, music video shoots and all that. Yeah.
Okay, I think I need my rapper to bring his mic up a little bit so we can hear. Yeah, we can hear the bars and the lyrics. Yeah. Cyril says that some artists they need to hear them at work.
Might be true. Yeah. So I worked on this project somewhere last year. Recording process was smooth. It was a bit easy. But features, verses take time to come in, music video shoots, and getting prepared and ready for everything.
No, I don't think verses take time. Okay, in the terms of like features and stuff, features, I thought you were saying maybe getting your lyrics.
Oh,
nah. But do you ever get like writer's block at this point in your career where it's like, maybe as fast as you want to go?
He gives writer's block. Jason, he gives writer's block.
He gives writer's block.
Yeah.
Charlie, what's going on today?
The buzz that's going on here today.
He gives writer's block.
Normally what happens is, like, I wouldn't say writer's block, but there are some songs that when you are attacking them or you are recording, you just run out of inspiration at that moment for the song.
Okay, have you ever
leave it be?
Mistakenly repeated a bar? Because you drop a lot of bars in music. Has that ever happened?
Yes. I've done that. Then I go back and switch it.
Okay.
Or if it's someone's feature, I'll tell them, let me record again and send you. Maybe I used one bar from another song that I didn't know. Then I would replace it.
You put the matter. We need the bizo. Charlie. It's in your no. But what was the direction? What direction did you set on this album? Like prepare yourself to record this. Where did you? What did you want to be talking about? What message did you want to communicate in this album?
Yeah, I wanted this project to be realistic as much as it could be, in a way where I would be honest, vulnerable, and accept.
Okay,
who I
honest,
am, vulnerable.
So honest.
Yeah.
What did you say things in there about yourself, secrets, truth?
I mean, maybe you've been through something before. Maybe you stole this phone before.
Yes.
In a way, in a way when you want to put it out, you say, I went to buy this phone, I went to get this phone. But this time, yes, and I didn't have phone and I stole this phone.
Okay.
Yes, so the people that can also relate, because a lot of people have also gone through that, they can relate and feel this song. They can go home with it, travel with it, all those things.
Okay, so talking about honesty, did you exhibit any honesty? Did you, like I'm saying, about this whole album? Did you say things that maybe that deep that we didn't capture, we didn't hear
things,
until you tell us?
Yeah, things, my mind stayed on things. From the very first song, the intro, which is Holy Skies, down to the interview, where with Andy Dorsey. Basically, these were real life things, because I was like, okay, if me and Jay Foley are going to do a song right now, I want it to be something we both do on a daily. So you are a presenter, I'm a musician. So if we're going to get on a song, let's take that to the song. Basically, let it be real. Ask the questions, let me reply you just like we're doing here right now, but just that in a more rhythmic way on a beat. Yeah.
Oh, so that was the interview.
We'll
go through the songs one by one. Can we get the album track cover and stuff? The track list. We'll get that on the screen in a bit. But wait. So we spoke on. You mentioned three things. You mentioned honesty. You mentioned
vulnerability.
Was it vulnerability?
Yeah. Vulnerable. Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah, we're in a space where I wouldn't say people, but men are not allowed to, be vulnerable.
Harder.
Men are not allowed to be, vulnerable.
Which is Lyrical Joe. I wanted to find out what the true decision was for you. With these men, they've shared experiences of, why they don't want to cry in front of a woman or be vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
But for you, considering that you
get on a song and
exactly, and then
It's
you
for
are
commercial
doing
purposes.
a genre that people think is hardcore, right?
Yeah.
The juxtaposition of that.
Yeah.
What actually also pushed you to want to do it?
I mean, you have
To
your
sound vulnerable?
Yeah.
To be vulnerable.
To be vulnerable, not
Be
sound
vulnerable.
vulnerable.
Because you understand, you're speaking your truth, right?
Yeah, that's his
So
truth. He's already
in
his real
this
life.
case,
Yeah.
in this case, you have your odds and you have, the good ones. So you weigh. For me, if maybe I come on a song and I say that I am a school dropout, my purpose is not to send it out there for other people to also drop out. My purpose is to let that person that has also dropped out because of some unfortunate reasons to know that, look, you still don't have to go down the gutters even if you dropped out. You can still educate yourself. You can still. So those are the people that I do that for.
Okay.
I say that for, and a lot of them can actually relate. They get to you and they be like, well, this song there is like you were thinking about me when you wrote it. So that was the kind of thing that I did that for.
Okay. What has been the feedback so far?
Awesome. Since from the private listening to the release till today, it's been great.
Have you been too vulnerable, like where you said, I went too far? Because I was at your album listening session, and we spoke, and he spoke about an encounter he had with another rapper, right? And the guy referenced, the passing of his parents, and I feel like some things are too extreme, There's no line, but it's like.
Was it the
Niger?
No. That wasn't the first. That wasn't the first time. That would be like the second time. But
Yeah, so you put these things out. The response is not up to you.
Yeah. When it comes to like the album and everything, I don't think I have been too much. But when it comes to these things, sometimes when like there's a beef going on and people are saying things, sometimes you can go way too far and be like, oh nah, this one there.
So you've gone overboard.
Let me take it off. Oh nah, I
haven't.
Nah, I wouldn't say I have said like bad things or nasty things, but it's because the people took it there first.
Okay.
So me, if you haven't taken it there, there's no reason why I should take it there. Yeah.
Okay. How vulnerable did you have to be to make the song that you made? The two-edged sword, right?
Me and MDK.
We're gonna go through the song list one by one.
Yeah.
So that
No, I'm asking about the vulnerability with that because I didn't. That's a collaboration. I didn't see coming, right? So when I saw that you had posted it, because you released two-edged sword before the album,
before
right?
the album,
So I was like,
at least few songs
Lyrical
before
Joe Medical is what I didn't see.
You didn't
right?
expect,
So how vulnerable did you? How was the conversation like?
So we were already talking about a joint project.
Okay.
Where maybe a 6 or a 10 joint project and everything. So when I was working on the album, I told him that I want him to be on this aside that joint project. So we kept going back and forth, and we asked A-Town to play something. So he played 2 beats. I sent it over to Medical, and then he chose one. But then it took time. I think it was the last but one or the last song I recorded on the album. And one night he was going on an interview, and it was, Charlie, if I finish the interview, meet me for a time there, make we record. So I went to wait for him, and then he came through after the interview. So the working process was more like how I normally do it with EL, flexible and everything, free mind. You don't feel like you are in a competition with anyone. And just the only difference here is that this time nobody wrote anything to the studio. It was like we got there, A-Town set the beat up and everything. He goes into the booth, goes 4 bars. He ends it somewhere. I'm like, okay, I also pick it from there. Sheesh. 4 bars back to back like that. So and we didn't have any formula, any chorus or anything until we were like, okay, yeah, this is long enough, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, we are good. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that, in the future, being that you guys are rappers and they say beef is part of the rap culture, right? Considering that you guys are going to work on the project, you already have TES out and all of that. Is there a possibility that you go back, lyrically at each other?
That one you can never predict or say anything.
I'm asking because they say it's part of the culture.
You can never sit anywhere and predict anything. Why? I've had issues with people back then, and like way before that we were cool. So if someone would have told us that a time will come, both of you will have this issue, you would say no.
Again, for the culture.
You would say no. But then time goes on and things happen. So right now, right now I can't say.
Yeah, nice answer. But let me just push it to the wall a little bit. We should take you off the album. Directly or indirectly, that's when I say directly, you giving respect to the person, indirectly, you throwing shit at the person. Who would you not want to touch? Which rapper would you not want to touch? I don't mean friendship, I'm talking lyrically. You are one of the best, arguably one of the best lyricists we have in this country. No two ways, hands down. You took the nation to the World Cup.
And won.
The beef cup for us. The beef cup. Who would you not want to touch?
So directly, I wouldn't want to touch me. I mostly look at veterans, like OGs, ones that had a hand in what when you were coming up, helped in a positive way. It's going to be very hard to even come back at them, even if they say something about you. I would like to normally even reach out back door and try to solve it.
Okay, but the question is,
but the thing is that if it's not like that, and then that idol becomes a rival, and it's go time. It's a lyrical thing. It's a person that I like that. It's go time. We'll do it. Yeah.
No, but idols always become rivals some way.
It happens.
What I was
asking another question, but I didn't want to answer it.
Yeah, because
I was just saying that.
So to answer you, if you were talking about medical.
Medical. Just
so I'm saying there's no limit, or when it comes to who to answer.
Okay.
It's just that you have a little bit respect for some people, and it will take a lot more for you to go at them, and then some people you just flip and go at them at any time.
Okay. So what will it take?
So for example, medical he's a rapper on his own, he can hold his own. So if he does something or he goes at me in a song and I feel like there was a misunderstanding or anything like that, fine. But if the person is ready to go back to back with you, they will press on again, and he is a man, he can hold his own. So I would also pick up my weapon, basically.
Oh my days. Is the entire album a weapon at anything?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, it was just comfort for life. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take time to go through the songs. You know how we do it by our tradition.
Can I ask him one question?
Yeah, please feel free.
Who has pushed you in these battles that you've had across, this journey so far? Because for you, that's always going to be a topic, right? Because it's back and forth where your pen is your weapon, right? Who has pushed you? Has anybody actually pushed you? Well, now I need to go harder.
I need to go. I mean, it would be.
I've had him speechless for the first time ever. Let me just say.
Aside from what I spoke about at the album, because the person spoke about this, so I also had to just go in. Aside that, I've never felt pressured.
Up to now,
because what was happening was, when it comes to this going back and forth with rappers, everyone has their strategy. Mine is to rather even pressure you within with my work ethic, within the minutes or hours I will use to reply you. So I rather response time. I rather double the pressure back to you. It's not like you can't diss me too. You can diss me, I can diss you, but the response time, I'm going to make sure that I give you pressure with that, because I'll keep coming back quick, which means you also need to be in the studio all day.
If you diss me, you go wait 2 years. But
that's how beef used to be. It was okay.
Chair before I release my own.
So he literally said he hasn't been pushed. Like, he doesn't feel like he's been pushed to the wall.
Yeah,
like bro, you haven't been. You don't feel like you've been.
Unless you see that one, unless they hit you with some eater or some groundbreakers, and you know that this one pressure day.
Yeah. So I mean, like when there's an international beef going on and we need to present one rapper to go and face for us, then we just carry you straight. I will look inside that.
Or you look inside the country, I will be the rapper of the year within the year review.
Yes, go face it. But anyway, I am a lovely album cover there. Who designed this? Lovely, I love it. Very simple.
This Filippo VFX. He worked on this.
Dope. I wish I could have him express or tell us a bit more meaning into what he was trying to achieve with that. From fashion sense, I love it, to you sitting on who you are. Oh, wow, I like that.
Sitting on
Sitting on who you are.
Jay really writes this thing very nice.
You know what I'm saying, right?
The drug juice.
I am.
The drug juice.
What's that?
Like,
you time out, man.
But sitting on who is there, that be next level. I know.
Charlie, that's the next album title.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you want to buy them, see me.
Hey, Charlie.
Register.
Or maybe
you
from
are.
I am, we can go to who I am.
Yes. We will keep going.
But this one was two in it. So
Yeah,
I am, and then am I. So
Okay.
if we would have flipped it back to
it would have this thing. I love it. I love the album cover. It's beautiful. It's plain. It's simple. Puts attention on the two things, you and the title. Yeah. And then is that your sign?
Yeah, Lyrical LJ. I just realized.
Okay.
That's the official look.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it be so. The other names don't have Jace, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, Jace.
Hey,
Like, yo.
bruh.
Eh? It's just that my L is different.
Do the F.
This is lyrical.
Do the F.
Do you have L in your
Do the
name?
F. Let him do the F.
The F with Jihado.
Then his L is different. But
how
you have
his
L in
first
your
name is
name.
not lyrical. His first name is not lyrical. It's not his lyrical Joe as his first and last name.
Brand name.
Yeah, so I'm just,
Yeah.
but I'm not saying that my name.
Your name is your brand name.
No.
What's your brand
He
name?
has no.
Your name.
Hold on. Chill.
Your brand name is X.
Chill, relax. I'm just saying that in the house we've got Jason, we've got Jay, we've got Lyrical Joe himself.
Jiro.
Yeah. Now the rest of you don't matter. That's what I'm saying. The rest of you don't matter. Listen, all we're saying is that we know what we are. We know what we are. Y'all don't. That's it.
Oh
Y'all
wow.
be missing.
So,
Yeah.
but
We know what,
everybody here, Jeep.
we know
Just
what-
Honestly.
Just
Anyway, I was going to.
I'm trying to understand.
Just
I just remember that I have the mic. I've got the power. I am that I am. Let's move on. So now let's go into the track list. I'm loving this. Ooh, I love this back cover here. Beautiful. Holy Sky.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about Holy Sky.
Holy Sky, basically, when you listen to this song, I mean, the first 4 bars of the chorus explains the song to you. It says that, I mean, things go up, they come down. Things fall, it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
If the plane is flying and it has some fault, it's coming down and everything. But, I mean, if the skies are my friends, or the Holy Sky is my friend, then you should keep on holding on to me. Shouldn't let me come down. Basically, that's what that song stands for. Like, keep the faith up there. Keep being high up there.
Part of the lyrics I want to hear.
When it rains, it pours, planes are fault, angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. But Holy Sky, you're my best friend, so please don't let me down. Holy Sky, you're my best friend, please don't let me down. So that's the chorus.
Yeah,
and then
dope.
he
That
explains the
sounds
song.
dope. That's dope. Then we have you.
Yeah, you. This, and it is just one word, like the one letter U.
Yeah.
This song has the concept of you somewhere in the future, talking to the past you that you used to be. How I mean, you used to do good for people, but then still took some time out to do good for yourself and everything. Like looking for that elevated or perfect you that you used to be that you missed, basically.
I see the name Fred Star.
Yeah, Fred Star.
Running through all through that.
Most of the productions.
Yeah. Let's talk about him a little bit, and then you and him the relationship.
Yeah. I mean, Fred Star has been my producer since I started doing it professionally. Yeah.
Oh, so you gave him this album.
Yeah. I mean, aside him, we only have Juicy on there. We have A-Town, then we have EL. Those were the only producers, and then I had Junior Selection also touch the Feed My Soul. Yeah.
Take Me Home.
Yeah, Take Me Home.
What about that one?
Take Me Home, I mean, basically is much more of me saying I am lost in the wind, but I'm not trying to find my way, because wherever it takes me, that place is home. I'll make a home out of that place. Continue and keep going.
That is, I love that. Yeah. I love that. Wherever the wind takes me is home.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie. Yeah. I like that. That's deep. Yeah. That's deep. Because if I see you, Lenny, eating and the wind blows through
I just knew. My name was
land on your show. No,
are you tired of us using your
tired.
No.
I love it. No, but that's actually deep. Yeah. That's actually deep. And then the one with EL, I just loved it. This is the first time I heard it. It's dope. What is it like? You and EL, like, I'm sure the energy in the studio was dope.
Yeah, dope. I sent few songs. He reached out. He was like he needed a very emotional song, a touching one and everything. So when he heard this sample and everything, was like, yeah, this is the song. I'll do the verse. And then lo and behold, he sent it through.
Is that the only one you shot the video to?
Yeah, this is the one. No, so far I've dropped like 5 videos. I think I have 2 more to go.
Out of
yeah.
Ooh.
Because I dropped
one thing I love about Leo is
Holy Sky, I Am, and then Feed My Soul. So that's like 4.
Yeah, it's amazing how EO is an OG, but he super relates to like the young cats. Like when you're vibing with EO, it's like, I'm like, bro, you're an OG. Like,
yeah.
So I think big ups to you.
Hey, call him OG. I trying to box him, you know.
No, but he is an OG, but still has
yo.
the today's relevance, you know,
He is
keeps
an
it
OG.
tight. Yeah, I mean, Eon and his lyrics, he's a lyricist, you know, as well. That's like I'm saying that. I wonder how. So when you were describing, you know, get in the studio, do your own. I'm sure you guys had the same thing like that. It was a quick song.
Yeah, quick song.
I don't think this one. Yeah,
you know, go chair.
No, at all. But I love the beat. You found the right song to feature an EL on, and he seems to be the only person you featured on the album.
Yeah, I featured him,
Medical.
then B-Strap and the Dusty.
And then the Dusty. Okay, all right, then that's the tallest there. Glory Fall.
Yeah. I mean, this one is basically, you see how when people are going through things, they let the world know, like, and when they need help, they let the world know. But when the help come or they are okay, they don't let the world know that, oh, right now I'm okay. So Glory Fall is about that. It's about me saying, as soon as the blessing comes, I'll drop the top and let people see that, yeah, the blessings are in and we're good. It's okay to let them see the glory.
Have you encountered anything practical? Because that, like, the concept for each song seems to be very different and speaks a lot of reality.
Yeah.
And the way you're talking about is something that, you know, I think we are all guilty of. Like when we're going through it, we are quick to just even just jump back to God and say thank you. Hey, I tell God I need and I'm going through.
Yeah.
But let's
louder.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah, let the okay happen right now, and we tend to forget that way. Even there at one point in time. Yeah, it happens.
I mean, just from Simple Life. I mean, I took this from Simple Life, even personal one.
Did the beat drive this inspiration, or it was
the beat had that feel.
Okay.
And then I decided to talk about that. I mean, just mere common. Sometimes you're going out and you pray, God take me out safe, and I come back and I've forgotten that I'm back safe. Me, I'm you just sleep. You don't even say thank you or let you know.
Yeah, I mean, we take those things for granted a lot. There's healing.
Yeah, healing came out. Healing is basically about music itself. It's been my, my therapy, my medicine. Lots of times, that's what healing was about. And I dropped. I think it would be the second song I dropped before the album. It would be This came after me and B-Strap. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Healing. Yeah. And then Holy.
Yeah. Holy. It's taking the street to the church to the street. We're back. We're back on it. We keep it clean, even though things get muddy. We keep it clean. That's what Holy is about.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. I see a lovely direction in terms of so far the track list. You know, it must have been difficult selecting the songs we put on this album.
Yeah, when I'm doing selections, it's always difficult because sometimes you have lots of songs on your hand.
Yeah,
and a lot of them are nice. You need to take some out, omit some, and then keep some. So I make sure how I go about it. I make sure I just choose my compulsory ones that I want to go on the album. When I'm done, maybe there might be 3, there might be 4, 5. When I'm done, I leave the rest for me and the team to deliberate on the rest.
So over the top of your head, how many songs do you have in your stash? Now that you've given us 13.
Like unreleased song I have.
Unreleased songs.
Bible. It's got a Bible.
6 billion.
No, I'm interested because to have to select out of this, and these are good songs. I'm sure all of the other songs are also good, but it's like competition.
I plan to use some of them for EPs later and all this stuff. But I have a lot of songs. Even from the very, I think I came here when I spoke about having to record 100 songs before I got my very first deal. It was only 24 songs, 25 songs we took off that. So I was left with about 70 something that, or 60 something that I didn't use. Aside that, any other project before Vibes EP as well, I had about 40 songs, and then we took, I think, 12 out of it this time to add a lot of songs. So, and aside that, there are songs that I haven't recorded. I normally have like different folders for different genres. So 400, 300. I don't know, roughly. some with like one left verse to do. Some with it's a lot.
Right, but you mentioned different genres, right? There's a conversation about rappers who have become musicians. I'm only asking because you mentioned different genres, right? What other genres do you think you can get into? For example, we can use Kinata, who was a musician, a rapper, then he became a singer. We can use Famiye, who was a rapper and then became a singer, right? So if you have to dabble in genres, if you have the liberty, or when you are ready to, what genres are you looking at?
Well, any genre that I'll dive into aside hip hop, it means I'm looking for something that will sell a lot as well.
Okay.
So that would be for business purpose. So I'll look at the market and then choose what is really moving and jump into it if I was to like go to another genre like completely. Now you mentioned that because rappers are very, very easy to move. That's why you mentioned few rappers that moved. Rappers can write onto any genre or move unless that rapper is not one that learns or is flexible. So they can do anything. You put them on reggae, they will give you something, right. Afro or anything. So I would be okay with anything. It's just that I would have to choose what is really moving at that moment. Yeah. Okay.
Do you feel bored? Is there enough competition?
For rap now.
Are you bored?
Yeah. It's a bit. It gets boring for rap. Maybe hip hop is. Hip hop is okay because we have guys around like doing hip hop generally. But for like rap competition, because even with the BM Cypher I dropped before this album, to get rappers onto the Cypher was a problem. It was a problem. The excuses that came, some people said they had writer's block for years. Some people said they don't want to switch into that mode right now because they're on commercial. Some people are just like, chale. Right now, they don't make ready for that kind of pressure or competition. So, yeah, it's there. And some people are forever ready to. They'll jump on.
How do you stay motivated? Because, even with the commercial genres, it's like Bernard did something, Davido did something.
So this person
Stone
is also
did something, Promise did something. There's always that friction that gets everybody moving. But it's like being ahead of the line and you look in your rear view and nobody's
there. And everything.
How do you stay
So
motivated?
I tend to look at other things and other places, other industries for, that kind of ginger that I want. So, it's like if nothing is going on in the Ghana hip hop scene now, let me go to, let's say, the UK. Let me see what's going on in the drill scene. Who is saying what?
He's looking for new markets.
What's going on? New styles. You hear new styles there at these places, production wise and everything. That's there. Sometimes you resort to watching weird stuff and things that people will not do just to keep yourself that busy. And then the greatest motivation too is looking at what you've done back then and how you can be better than that.
Okay, so in your song I Am with EL, right, you said that you tend to lose your fans because
EL said so.
EL said
he said he tends to lose his fans because he doesn't speak
Akan, right?
These rappers moving mad, but what they do he can.
Yes. And this is an ongoing conversation, right? It's been on for a while. Are you under any pressure, to morph into any of the Ghanaian languages, regardless of whatever it is, right? And then also with your global
for Kiso.
Sorry.
Bro,
he gets a question.
A question.
That's a subtle bar, though.
You see, from the beginning, you can never dodge that thing in Ghana here. From the EL is not lying. From the beginning, I had a lot of people push that onto me. Or you there, if you will not do the tree, then you just break it down to pidgin. Let's keep it pidgin and see, because Ghanaians can cope with that and everything. Well, I also had my mindset and where I was, like what I was looking at to achieve and everything. Nowadays, even when people ask me that, and then I won't catch you on, I'm like, but you didn't ask me where I'm from. I didn't tell you that I'm from, like, I'm an Asante
so or an Akan.
And that's not the only language that is the local language Ghana has. So if you are forcing me to go there, then there's a problem. Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, that this issue.
Would rather do away. Yeah, it's such a big, it's such a big deal.
Yeah. You see, so you see why if make you president, I'll solve this problem. I told you, check my points.
But
You see?
commercially,
not
have you
your
guys
policy.
No.
ever had, like-
rotate crop rotation?
have you guys ever like had these conversations? Again, looking at it from a commercial standpoint, because you even said that some rappers said that Chaladi rap, but right now because of commercial reasons, I know they won't.
So you see, this one even is deep rooted than even the rappers saying it. It's something that has happened that is making the rappers talk that way. Because if I would remember back then, around when I recorded Fifth August 1, which is somewhere 2016 or 17, I did this song too with Tiny Tina. So it was more, Tiny was more of the Afro bop, like the local one that had 3 English Ghana mixed in it, but mostly dominated heavily by our local native language. And we had that song. Then we had the Fifth August that we wanted to put out at the same time. So that time it was YFM that we went to go and premiere the song officially. And the head person that was there at that time listened to both, and I was like, now this one, this is the one, this is the radio one, this is the radio friendly one. So this is what we are going to play. You understand? Maybe before then, you and your investor or whoever that is investing in you went back and forth on what song should go first, and then we arrived at taking board and seeing what the public will say. And this is the person saying that, Charlie, don't bring this hip hop thing here or bring this here. And you meet aside him, you go to other places, other regions in Ghana, you meet them moving towards the same way. When you get back to the studio, you are already influenced. The kind of music you want to start doing will start changing. You can't just take anything out there for promo. You will be scared. You will have it in mind that they don't want this kind of song, they want this kind.
So would you say it's more of influence than pressure?
Yeah, it is both together. They're influenced. Then it's when the influence comes from outside, then the next person sitting to you, Charlie, this is how we have to go. I told you this is how we have to go. So now you have the pressure to start going that way as well.
But as you're getting bigger, that pressure is getting more.
It will get more.
Like, because more people in your ear, more listeners.
People are going to talk.
Okay.
No, but when your style starts working for you, the pressure gets easier because you know what to do. It's not about what someone is coming to tell you. You know that maybe they told you not to go here, but you went there and it worked. So that's where you are going to keep going.
This is dope. Let me just quickly jump because of time. Let me go to, I think it was TS or Tess.
Yeah. TS with Medical. No, we are the interview.
No, because you had spoken about that with Andy Dosty when you were talking
so
about.
we are TS then.
Yeah. So, but with that, with the interview, so it was more Andy asking you questions about.
Me replying, making it like our daily work, our daily job that we go to.
I'd love to hear that song. I'd love to check it out. And then there's, let me scoop it here. So there's TS. Or is it Tess?
Yeah, that's TS with Medical.
Okay. What does the T?
Yes, two-edged sword.
That's a two-edged. Okay. Ooh. So what both of you like?
Back to back. Cut through.
Summarize.
Hip hop.
We have a video for that too out here. Hip hop.
Dope. Dogby.
Yeah, that's the one EO produced. I had to take them back to the roots. Since we are doing an album, it's going to the world. We need to show them that. Yeah.
So it was an era rap.
No, it wasn't an era rap. But that's the kind of inspiration the beat gave me. EO sent it through to me. Was this beat? I'm not sure say I want rap for top. I'm not sure say I go feel rap for top. But they look to it's for top. So he sent me this beat, and I worked on it.
I like to jump from number 10 to 12 and come back to 11.
Okay.
Julie, who is she?
Unless we ask Beast Trap. He's the one that did that hook. He came up with the whole hook, so I just left him to ride and do what he wanted to do. When he finished, I came in with mine.
What's the energy like? With you and Beast Trap?
It was very smooth. We met on the set of Camido shooting Nothing Lasts Forever, the remix.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, bro, let's hit the studio. And then we exchanged contact. The following day, he hit me up and it was there. Him too, the same thing. He came through to the studio, heard the beats the first time and wrote something to it. And that's how we came up with Julie.
Wow. Talking about, because you have collaborators on there, is it difficult for you to tell, a collaborator that maybe can you change the verse, redo it, stuff like that?
It should be easy. It should be easy to say, but some people are super sensitive. So you need to know how to go about it. Maybe this is not the direction I was like.
I'll say, bro, Charlie, I delete the song.
This is not the direction I was looking at for this.
You know what? I beg, let's do it again.
But you said he has an album. Deleted.
Change your rap for me.
Your album.
My album? I've got 2 albums.
Jay and Foley.
2 big albums. Massive hits. But
you know what he's talking about? The one we used to put photo.
Photo album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, an album actually called Photo Album.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if that was an intentional one.
I've had people tell me, oh Charlie, I feel like the energy you use for I want a higher one or I want a smooth one, and then I always go back and do it. It's fine.
Wow. Twisted Faith.
Yeah, that's the very last song.
Yeah.
It's basic. This one is more faith and religion like based. This song and what you believe in. I mean, how you go about it. Basically, telling God that I may not be able to be or do perfect right now, like you wanted Adam to do or Jesus to do, but I still believe in you. If that holds something. I mean, yeah, that's what that song is talking about.
I love it. Which songs? I know albums have fillers. You know, songs that just keep you listening to the next and the next and the next. But which songs make it for you?
I mean, people's favorite now.
Yeah.
Me, I moved. I mean, lots of the songs I like. So I moved from this today is that, tomorrow is that. But people's favorite now is going to take me home. The I Am Itself.
Yeah.
Twisted Fate, and You. I think so. And I mean, everyone is leaning towards what they love.
Yeah. I mean, I just heard the first one and I'm like, yo, I think I'm just going to do a binge listening, if I can say that. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say a remix. Honestly, in my head, I thought.
No, I'll be a bad boy. I love it.
Do the remix to the 14th song.
The 14th song.
Oh, yeah,
What that's
encourage
on the this thing.
Just let him listen.
There's
and
no
see.
deluxe.
14 songs.
So that's the deluxe.
So you should do
That's
his own
the
album.
deluxe.
No, 14
Yeah.
songs.
You should set a record. One song, one
I
album.
know what you're saying.
One song, one album.
Y'all just give me
First
an
time
idea.
ever.
I'll start
Ever,
picking people's
ever.
words like that. Like example, he dropped I Am. Then I just do the same thing, put myself there, right? I am not.
Because you really are not.
Yo, Lyrical Joe, this is lovely. Yes, our time is fast spent, but this is lovely. This is so good. I know it's taken off. It's a smooth sail. I know right from the beginning.
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah,
smoothly.
picking up its numbers. I'm loving it. But of course, the videos are on rotation.
On
so
rotation as well.
yes, and across all the platforms, you're definitely gonna get this one as well.
You were mentioning the rankings, the DSPs. How's it doing there now?
Currently number 5 on Apple Music, hip hop. I think 6 on all genre as well.
Wow.
It's been trending, a top trending album on Audio Mac as well. Spotify is doing great. Yeah, the videos are also doing good numbers on YouTube. Yeah.
Now you can go to rest. Now you can chill.
Yeah.
love
I
the
have
song.
one last
The work is done.
question.
Throw
Just
it
quick
in,
one,
yes.
right? Lyrical Joe, you had been on the grind for so long
Yeah.
before people knew,
Yeah.
largely who Lyrical Joe is or was at
Yeah.
the time,
Yeah.
getting into beefs and all of that, right? For the younger cuts that are, now coming up, who are grinding and all of that, what would you say to them? Because I believe that even though everybody's journey is different, you can have a blueprint, right, that you can, mirror.
Yeah, mine is no shortcuts. Take it easy. It's okay to fail today and come up to continue tomorrow. Go and sleep and continue tomorrow, but no shortcuts, because if you take shortcuts, you return and go and fill in all the fillers that you left one. So just know that it will take a while, or it might take some time for you to get it, but it doesn't mean you're a failure. One, take it easy on yourself. Sometimes the job is tough, you get tired, rest and continue again.
Put us on. Is there any one young rapper that you're listening to or that you've listened to that you think has a chance?
Ghana here has been Ugly Dre. I have a few of them I listen to, but Ugly Dre is one of them.
He's been here.
Yeah.
Ugly Dre has been here. All right, nice.
Man, I mean,
and also this weekend, quickly, so I hosted his listening. It's going to be shown on We Outside, so you guys can tune in. We had some interviews with B-Strap, EL, and a whole host of other artists. So please tune in.
Well, looking forward to it. So I Am, it's out there, it's official. Go stream, cap, listen, do everything with it, play with it, and let's push the numbers up. But Lyrical Joe, thank you so very much.
Welcome,
yes, looking forward to more music from you, more blessings, more life, live healthy, and of course keep us entertained. On that note, our time is up. We gotta get out of here. Hope you've enjoyed the show and the conversation. Most important, tonight it will play at 10 p.m. so you can watch it, or you can also jump on YouTube. It will be on there for a replay of the conversation.